Hi, everybody. I hope you enjoyed our last episode in the YouTube and podcast, and you're following me on Instagram. We talked about the biggest stressors in a relationship that came along with communication, infidelity, breach of trust, work commitments, money, children, and undesirable friends and relatives. And today we are going to carry on with this topic, but we are going to give more details about that and hence to how to reduce the stresses in a relationship. Stay with me. So let's remember that every relationship is unique and every conflict disagreement has to be treated uniquely. But stresses, conflicts, disagreements will always be there in a relationship. There is absolutely no relationship without conflicts. But you have a choice. Either you let them grow until they get unbearable, or you deal with them, commit, and learn how to minimize them. So communication was the stressor number one. Poor communication, lack of effective communication, different styles of communicating that clash sometimes with different cultures, lead to misunderstandings, frustration, and tension in a relationship. There is difficulty in expressing yourself, your needs, your emotions, or a failure in listening to the other one. And then we start with the communication issues. And I hear all the time people saying we need to divorce because we can't understand each other. My point here is, if you can't understand each other while you're trying to have a life together, while you're sharing a house, children, family, and you can't understand each other, how do you expect to understand each other, start understanding each other after divorce? Because you will have to align. You will have to deal with each other. At the divorce moment, you will have to deal with issues that you didn't want to deal during the marriage. So communication is something that you have to work on. A couple really have to invest time and energy in working on a better communication to have a healthy relationship. If there are difficulties in expressing your needs and emotions, if there is a failure in listening to each other, communication issues start right there. And if communication is your biggest issue in a relationship, you'd better start putting some efforts and time and energy to make it better. There are several exercises we can work with a couple to improve their communication. But the basic one, I give you a tip here. Become a good listener. When you learn how to listen to the other one without interruptions, you are letting the other one be open and tell the real feelings without fear, what he really needs and what really frustrates him or her. The point here is when you start a discussion and you start interrupting the other one because you feel like I already know what's coming up now. The other person doesn't need to finish the sentence. And you start getting defensive and upset, irritated. You are just closing the subject. The other one will not feel like he or she needs to talk to you anymore. There will be a big discussion and nobody will know how did it start. Was there an outcome? No. The bad vibe is going to spread all over the place. And you are going to be upset with each other. And out of this discussion, there was no outcome, no good result, no solution. There was just a bad discussion. Another topic was breach of trust and infidelity. Trust is a vital foundation in every relationship. Breaches of trust can bring anger, insecurity, lack of trust, feelings of betrayal. And we are going to talk about now types of infidelity, Because what means infidelity to you doesn't mean to the other one. Trust me, every couple think that infidelity is such an obvious statement that doesn't need to be ever discussed. But it's not obvious. Infidelity can be very different from one person to the other one. So physical infidelity is a clear statement as when someone has a sexual intercourse with another person who is not a partner, or exchange physical intimacy. It can be affairs, can be one-night stands, can be casual encounters. Emotional infidelity. That means when a person starts developing deep emotional connection or romantic feelings for someone else who is not your partner. This may involve sharing intimate thoughts, feelings, personal details with someone else who is out of your relationship. Try to seek support, validation with another person who is not your partner. This strong emotional bond can surpass the boundaries of simple friendship. Cyber infidelity. With so many online interactions we have nowadays, cyber infidelity became very prevalent. So cyber infidelity involves engagement in secret, intimate conversations with someone online through dating platforms, social media, or exchanging images through chats, videos, flirting online. It doesn't mean you are physically connected with this person, but there is a lot of flirting and a lot of intimate conversations online. This is a topic that we all talk about now, and some people consider that infidelity, some other people don't. And this is a very important topic to discuss with your partner, to know exactly where are the boundaries for you two. So the point here is it considered cheating when you engage yourself in conversations and exchange pictures and you talk intimate things about your private life with someone else that you don't have necessarily physical connection, you have never met this person, you don't have the intention to ever meet this person? Is it considered cheating? For some people, this is not, and for some people, it is a betrayal. So this is a point that you really have to discuss with your partner. So micro-cheating. Micro-cheating is something that a lot of people don't know what's about. And I'm going to explain you now. It means like small acts of betrayal. It doesn't mean that you are necessarily connected to another person romantically or sexually, but it's, for example, someone that your partner feels uncomfortable with, a friend or someone from work, etc. But you still keep the friendship. You still meet this person, chat with this person, share some facts of your private life with this person, and you hide it from your partner. It can be contact with your ex-partners, or liking constantly in social media, provocative pictures, making comments, flirting in some ways. The last one we are going to discuss here is financial infidelity. That means like when one person starts having a secret financial life, it starts hiding their financial situation, have hidden debts, secret bank accounts, undisclosed spending habits, or start making the financial decisions without the agreement or knowledge of the partner. So with all these concepts that we discussed here, we get to the conclusion that an open and disclosed conversation with your partner, what means fidelity to them, what means to you. Simply asking questions and setting boundaries, it's a good start to come in communication with your partner to align what's important, what's not important, not be caught by surprise when something happens and the other one had a different point of view about what means infidelity. And after all this heavy topic about infidelity, we are going back to our topics here of the stressors. The third one we are going to talk is financial problems. Financial problems are always a big topic in a relationship. Sometimes it brings to a lot of conflict because it brings instability. How do you spend your money is not how I want you to spend your money. How do we buy a house if we spend so much in this, and that? I mean, aligning financially, it's one of the biggest challenges you have in a relationship. Disagreements over money management, contribution, unequal contributions to expenses, debts, financial stability. This brings a lot of tension and arguments about money contributions, money expenses in a relationship. There are several exercises we can work on a healthy financial development in a relationship and avoid conflicts related to money. So the highest point here is to open the books, see where are the mistakes, see where you can cut costs, see where you can make compromises, considering obviously the values of the other one. How to share better your contributions to expenses and how to save money to buy your dreams, for example, a house, a new car, or expensive vacations that you always dreamed with. But of course, a financial situation of a couple is always unique and needs to be studied very much into details. The last topic we are going to discuss here in the stresses of a relationship is undesired friends, family, external factors that bring stress to your relationship. Balancing individual needs with the external social pressure is a challenge. When family is involved, when friends are involved, and everybody brings their own expectation to you as a couple, as a family, and you have to deal with your values and the other one's expectations, this can bring a lot of stress in a relationship. Remember that every relationship is unique. And the stresses vary depending on the individuals involved. Effective communication, mutual understanding, willingness to address and resolve the issues are crucial for a healthy relationship. I'm Juliana Good, coach, psychologist, and I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.